Hello, everyone, and welcome to this 20-minute meditation of being with grief. Yeah, grief. Grief is a heavy emotion, and we tend to, in our collective, really push through it because it can feel like so much to be with. And so don't feel scared. This is going to be learning how to be with it in gentle ways and in supportive ways. So bringing yourself to a comfortable seat. Let's turn the palms open on the knees and we'll come into Pratavas Mudra. Curling the index finger in, bringing the middle finger and ring finger to the tip of your thumb and letting your pinky fingers extend out long. And just begin to close down the eyes, and we'll take 3 deep grounding breaths, breathing in through the nose. Sighing it out. Good. Let's go 2 more, breathing in through the nose. Sighing it out. 1 more time, breathing in through the nose. Feeling the shoulders soften and feeling the ground supporting you. Feeling the earth rising up to meet you. And so we tend to hold a lot of grief in our lungs, in our chest, where our shoulders can feel really tight and the heart can feel contracted. And so Pratavas Mudra helps to support the release of emotions, and it is the mudra connected with the heart chakra, one of the mudras connected with the heart chakra. And so really for a mudra to be fully, for it to be fully activated in the body, we want to hold it for 15 minutes at least. So we'll try to do your best to keep your hands in Pratavas Mudra for this whole meditation. And then again, coming back to your steady breath, let the shoulders soften and just turning your awareness into yourself, turning your loving awareness into yourself, letting go of any judgment. Judgment is not yours to hold. You are not judgment, you are love, connecting in with the love in your heart. You can either keep your eyes open for this or you can keep them closed. And just feeling into expansion in the heart space. So before we tap into bigger emotions that can feel maybe scary to the mind or also really big physically, we want to resource our bodies first, tapping into our center first. And so bringing your awareness to the joy in your heart, the love in your heart, and feeling the support of the ground, of the nourishing Mother Earth rising up to meet your body. And we'll sit with this joy in the heart space. Just breathing into it. This joy, this expansion, this eternal love that you are. And really what the grief is needing is love. It's needing to be witnessed. It's needing to be met with compassion. And so tapping into compassion in your heart. Letting go of judgment. Honoring where you have been and where you are now. Honoring your walk on this planet. letting go of any criticism from the mind, and if the mind wants to natter or say anything, just turning a loving smile to it. It's not the whole you, it's a part of you, and the criticism is just, think of it like programming. It's collective programming. That's not who you are. Self-doubt is not who you are. So that judgment is not who you are. So anytime you just notice that criticism, the judgment, self-doubt of, is what I'm feeling legit, just see it as programming and let it fall away as you come back into connection and love in your heart. Maybe feeling this expansion wrapping around the backs of your shoulders, any amount. And if the shoulders are feeling tense, just acknowledge that. Let them be there. And just feel this expansion gently wrapping around that tension as you feel the ground beneath you. Feeling that compassion in your heart, that compassion for your whole self. And continuing to let the breath flow, always coming back to the breath as well. Breathing in through the nose, and either sighing it out through the mouth or exhaling out through the nose, but just letting the breath move, that prana, life force energy, letting the breath breathe into the contraction as you continue to feel this expansion wrapping around the front of your shoulders all the way to the back. Letting go of ideas of what you had hoped your life would look like. Letting them go with compassion. Letting go of ideas around not being enough. Remembering you are enough and you are worthy of having what you want. And sometimes we have these visions of what we want and they don't work out. And sometimes they don't work out because life and things that are out of our control happen. And there's grief in that. There's a lot of grief and anger in that. And in us experiencing those experiences, we can tend to shift away from ourselves. We can tend to harden because that's what we feel. We think we need to be accepted. Just know grief is a part of us all, and this is a safe space to allow the grief to show up, to be met, to be heard. So now that we've really tapped into love and compassion within ourselves and the embodiment of that, where does grief reside in the body for you? Where do you feel the grief? I feel it in my chest. I can feel it in the back of my shoulders. It might be in a different place for you, noticing maybe where that heaviness resides. And the anxiety, there might be anxiety that wants to come up. And just allowing it to be here. Feeling the ground, the stability of the earth. You are being supported. And then as we feel where this heaviness lives, without attaching a story to it, we don't have to find out the why. We just need to be with it. Presence. Presence isn't figuring it out with the mind, it's just feeling it. And that's really what the grief is needing, what any big emotion is needing to be able to shift and heal. We just need to feel it without even attaching a story. And sometimes the reason or the memory will come up later after we've moved the energy out. And when the memory comes up later, it's not so scary. It might feel sad, but it's not so intense as it maybe would be when the stuck energy is in the body still. And so wherever the grief is residing for you, just feeling it as energy asking to be met with love and compassion. Begin to feel the joy in your moving towards this grief, this feeling of heaviness. We're still in our Apanavaya mudra. We're holding this mudra till the end of this practice. Feel your sit bones rooted to the earth, and then coming back to where you feel that heaviness. Maybe there's anxiety. Feeling the love from your heart, beginning to gently wrap around wherever you're feeling this heaviness. And there might be tears, and that is amazing. That is all welcome here. Remembering you are in a safe and supportive space to move this energy, and we're not moving it to get rid of it. We're being with it from a place of compassion, knowing that it has a purpose, it has wisdom, it has a reason for being here. And we don't have to figure it all out. We can just sit with it. Maybe your shoulders start to gently move. Let the body take any intuitive movements that it needs to allow the energy to move in the way that it feels the most safe and natural. Taking any audible sighs. And grief, can reside in the heart chakra, but when we heal one chakra, it affects all other chakras. So you might be noticing something in your head, in your throat. My throat is clearing. You might feel it in the solar plexus below the heart, or in the sacral, the womb space, or the root. You might feel it in your feet. Just know what's ever showing up for you, that's your intuitive expression of this practice. Your expression is going to be different from mine, and know that that's good, that's okay. We want that. So let your intuitive awareness and your body just speak how it needs to you, and you are still here. You are a part of this practice. I'm staying with you in presence, in awareness. We're feeling that love and joy in the heart, and then we're feeling the grief and the heaviness, and we're not trying to get rid of it, but we're just sitting with it. Maybe you're even noticing after this time of sitting with it that it might be starting to feel lighter. There might be tears, and tears are beautiful. Tears are welcome. And just being with the sensations of the grief. Taking any audible exhales if that feels good. Feeling the ground supporting you. Coming back to the joy and love in your heart. And feeling the heaviness and density of the grief. Maybe asking the grief, what does it have to say? And it might not speak to you in the form of words, it might be in a sensation. Maybe there's shaking in the spine. Maybe there's release in the throat. But just checking in with the grief and asking, what does it have to say? Sometimes I can get really caught up in thinking, well, it's not saying anything. And like when I look, my whole body's moving and it's like, no, it's speaking to you. So just know if your body wants to move or if there's shakes, that is the same as that, or that's it speaking to you. It doesn't have to come in words. So tapping into what is the grief wanting to say to you, to your heart. And maybe asking it what it needs to be supported. Sometimes if you are doing this from home, it can feel really good to place a pillow on the back of your shoulders and lean against it against a wall, or it can feel really good to lean against a couch just to have some support back there. I don't have that behind me right now, but that is a way that you can tend to the messages that your grief or any other sensations in the body have to say when they're speaking to you. And that is you really showing up and tending to your needs. You living from your power. Remembering the healer that lives inside of you, because there's a healer that's inside of us all. Knowing you hold the key to your healing. So continuing to stay with this, we've got about 5 more minutes. This is work. This is how we create those deep internal shifts in our nervous system, is by slowing down and giving time to just be. And sometimes it's a big release, sometimes it's quite subtle, but you will notice in time when you can sit with the density and feel the love from your heart at the same time as feeling the density or the heaviness or the deep sadness. You will notice in time a lightness. And it might not be a lot at first, but you will notice a shift in being able to sit here with full presence. This is deep nervous system healing, somatic work. And this deep-rooted work is something that has really helped me rise out of very collapsed states within my nervous system. And so why not just share it with the world, right? Good. Keep feeling into it. Just letting the sensations be as they are, letting the body just explore this practice and move in ways that it needs to, feeling the ground that is always supporting you. Taking any audible exhales if needed. And then coming back to your center, feeling your sit bones grounded, feeling the joy in your heart, and noticing the lightness wherever you felt that grief, noticing even if it's the tiniest bit of lightness, and turning a smile to that grief and saying, I see you, I feel you, I honor you. I see you, I feel you, I honor you. I see you, I feel you, and I honor you. I hope that you're leaving this practice feeling more connected to all the love that you are, all the love that you always have been, and feeling more at ease, especially in the shoulders and around the lungs where we tend to hold that grief. Namaste.